everyone, welcome to Bad Yogi Q&A Wednesday with me, Erin Motz, where I answer the questions that you sent me via email and social media too. Today's question comes from Sandra, and she says, first of all, let me thank you for the great program you've created with PBYP. I'm about to start week 5 and it's been amazing. The community, wow, just wow. Anyway, have you ever felt like you sabotage yourself? I have this really bad habit and most of the time I don't even realize I'm doing it before it's too late. In my case, it's specific to weight loss and healthy habits. When I start seeing and feeling results, I tend to do something that will compromise it and I go back to square one. It's like when it becomes real and possible, I find a way to cheat myself. I want to change this about myself. Do you have any advice? Thanks so much. First of all, I absolutely do have experience with this. And I love this question because it's just in time for the end of the year when we start to look at our goals for fitness and for yoga coming into the new year. So if you also tend to self-sabotage or lose enthusiasm for your goals, listen carefully. Self-sabotage is really sneaky because it doesn't always look like this devious thing lurking around the corner. It lives within us because it's a capacity we all have and it can wreak havoc on our goals before we even realize what's happening. Wow, that sounded apocalyptic, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, so let's go there. The good news is that while yes, we all have the ability to self-sabotage, it doesn't have to be your default. Here's one way to stay in control. You've got to move your goals away from short-term results. Those are fun and should be celebrated, but that should not be the reason why you set goals in the first place. And if they are the reasons why you have certain goals, then it's time to head back to the drawing board and reevaluate what your priorities are. In other words, dig a little deeper. So why do you want to practice yoga regularly? Is it just for the definition in your abs? Because let me tell you what, that is not going to be the thing that wakes you up when you don't feel like practicing. Because once you see physical results, it's really easy to take them for granted and start to slack a little at a time. Short-term results feel temporary, they feel finite, and of course they feel easy. So it's no wonder we start to veer off course when we're focused on those instead of the bigger picture. But if you know that you're gonna feel really frazzled on the way to work, or you're gonna snap at your partner or your kids quicker without that morning practice, then your daily habit becomes more essential and less optional. So at the end of the day, your happiness should be your first priority. The Frenchman, Adrian and I were talking about this earlier today, and I'll give you one approach that he employs himself. Work within a time frame, not for a physical outcome. For example, if you say you're going to do something for 3 months, but 4 weeks in you start to see a physical change, that will be irrelevant because you haven't met your goal, and the goal is the timeline. You don't just stop working because you committed to 3 months. So that physical outcome has no bearing on your next step. What? My point is that you get to choose where your accountability lies. So choose a place that your future self will thank you for. I used to self-sabotage a lot, especially when it came to fitness and yoga related goals. The reason why I don't as much anymore is because I have a bigger picture. I have a vision for why I set these goals in the first place. If I set them because I'm guilty and I feel like I should be doing something, never, ever gonna stick with that. So instead, I visit the why. Why am I choosing to do this? Is it because it's something I feel I should be doing or I should want to do? Or is it something that I actually feel in my heart that I desire? Always start there. What is it that you truly want? What do you want deeply? When you start from this place, it's easier to have a focus. It's easier to maintain motivation, to maintain enthusiasm, and to push past the times where it feels like work and hard effort. Achieving goals is never easy, but it is possible without all of the self-sabotage. Keep your priorities straight and you'll do just fine. Refocus. So there you have it, Q&A Wednesday. I really hope that this was helpful for your New Year's goals and for everything after that. Remember, starting January 2nd, there is a brand new yoga challenge. It's called the I Am Challenge, and it will seriously change the way you practice yoga. It's totally free, so make sure you go down in the description below, sign up to get that starting January 2nd, and lots of other fun stuff coming into the new year, so I'll keep you updated. Have a wonderful holiday if you're celebrating Christmas, and I'll see you before the new year. So yeah, that's that. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.